5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching LALA Level Up. Today's video, I'm gonna be talking about dating with purpose and intention. I really just wanna start off also by saying thank you to all of my subscribers, my supporters, people who watch my channel. Thank you. Make sure that you do click the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the like button because that really helps my channel too. Oh yeah, and while I'm talking about this, I'm gonna be doing my nighttime skin routine because it's like 10 p.m. and I want to like watch a movie and go to sleep. So I'm gonna be doing my routine, and not for nothing, my skin has like been glowing. Like whatever I'm doing is working, so I'm gonna put y'all on too. But I don't want to just keep telling y'all what product I'm using at each step, so I'm gonna list it in the description, like step 1 to 10 or whatever it is. I'm gonna make sure I put it in my description box, so make sure that you check it out if you want to know what products that I'm using. And let me tie my hair up too, because I'm gonna get hot with my hair down. All right, y'all. So what prompted me to make today's video is, you know, I'm single. Like, I'm out here in the dating streets, and I just realized that until like I really say no and reject the things and the qualities in men that I know I don't like, I'm not gonna be with my ideal man. And it's like, sometimes we know right off the bat that that person is not the best for us, but we continue to keep dealing with them, whether it's for companionship or maybe there's some benefit to talking to that person. Sometimes we just deal with people for the sexual aspect of it all. And it's just so many reasons. With so many of us, we really do ignore the red flags. And I'm just at a place now where I don't want to do that. I don't want to ignore the red flags. Like, when I see them from get-go, I want to go the opposite way. Like, if the red flag is over here, baby, I'm over there, because I just don't want to be anywhere where the red flag is. Like, girl, no. When I look back at the relationships that I had that were terrible, there were red flags from the get-go, and I just completely ignored them. I just completely ignored them. Or maybe I didn't even realize that they were red flags at first. Like, it's not always you just being naive or just trying to have like a hopeful, positive spirit. Sometimes you don't even notice that the red flag is a red flag. Like, sometimes the red flags be looking like 6 flags. Like, you can't even tell sometimes, yo. You can't. And some people are like super manipulative. Like, some people think people just be dumb, but it really don't be that. People are manipulative. People will gaslight you. A lot of times your feelings are involved. So you end up dealing with people that you shouldn't, or you ignore the red flags, or you just get caught up with the wrong people for real. And I really do not want to ignore the red flags anymore, so I'm not. And I just noticed that there were certain qualities in men that, like, here's the thing. I wrote down the qualities that I want in a husband. I did this long ago, and I refresh it as I need to. On my list is all the qualities I want to have in my husband, and none of it is his looks. Like, even though I have a preference in his looks, absolutely, I know what I'm attracted to, but it's literally just qualities about him: loyal, intelligent, respectful, faithful, family-oriented, goal-oriented, optimistic, a leader, like things like that. So, and you know, things that, you know, are deal breakers, like he has addictions, he's abusive, he's violent, he has a short temper, he gambles, you know. So certain things, like, you really just gotta break down, like really make a list in your phone, ladies, things that you want in a husband and things that are deal breakers, like non-negotiables. Like, no matter what, like, if I find this out, or if we, you know, start talking and we're getting to know each other and this pops up, I know no matter what, I'm just not with it. Over time, I realized that's the best way to go about it, because if you know from the get-go, you have your non-negotiables, you have things that you're not going to waver on. And that can vary from person to person. What I might not negotiate on, maybe you will. Like, for some women, they're not dating any men with children. Like, some people really have that requirement. I low-key am one of them women. And for someone else, it's like, oh, that's nothing. Like, you can negotiate on that. Or if you really like the person and they have a kid, like, what's the big deal? But if you know you don't want to date someone with a child, or you know you want your first child to be their first child, or whatever the case is, if you have your reasons for your deal breakers and for the things that you do want, the qualities you do want, like, don't let anyone tell you, oh, that's silly, or your standards are too high, or how is that a deal breaker? Like, that's not a big deal. What's not a big deal for somebody might be a big deal for you. And getting very clear and concise on what you want and what you don't want will very well help you, like, kind of sift and sort through the dating options out there. And I'm talking to men and women out there. I'm not just talking to women. Like, I'm talking to both genders, all genders out there. Like, you got to know exactly what you want. And you know what? Some people think that they know what they want until they get it and they realize they don't want that. Or some people just really don't know what they want. Like, they might think they want everything, or might think they want nothing. But something that can really help you figure out what you do want is by figuring out what you don't want. You know you don't want to be treated poorly. You know you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who's going to lead you to hell. You know you don't want to be abused. Like, so maybe by thinking about the things you don't want, that might help you think about the things that you do want. Like, the opposite. Maybe that'll help someone out there who, like, really doesn't know, like, what do I want in a partner? But you have to start thinking about yourself, like, how do I want to be treated? And how do I want to treat my partner too? Like, it should be a reciprocal thing. And honestly, in doing that, by being very intentional with dating, by knowing what you have in your head, knowing that list that you got, like, whether it's a physical list or a mental list, just knowing the qualities that you want in a partner and knowing the things that you are not willing to put up with, just by, you know, having that, your options will shrink, because you'll meet a lot of people in the categories that you don't want. And at that point, you have to, like, be strong and know not to entertain it. And that's going to cause you to get lonely. Like, I'll be the first one to let you know, like, having standards, having boundaries, it's going to get a little lonely, because you're going to be rejecting certain people. Like, maybe they're good people. It's not saying they're bad people, but you know, looking at the things that you want and looking at the things you don't want, this person is not going to be the right one for you. So when you meet people, you're going to have these things in your head. And I don't know, maybe you should have, like, a top 5 that, like, no matter what, like, you know, whatever. And when you're meeting someone and you're having a conversation with them and you're realizing things, it's best for you at that point to make the best decision for you. It's going to get lonely by you saying, you know, I want better for myself. I don't want to just be with any man. I don't want to just date any woman. Like, I don't want to just mix my energy with just anybody. And, you know, that can be hard, but you got to keep your standards high. Like, no lie, sometimes I get lonely because I'm like, you know, I don't want to just be around any man. Like, I don't want to just give my energy, my essence away to any man. Like, I don't want to just be around someone just for the sake of being someone, just for comfort. And that can be hard sometimes. Like, as a human, like, you're supposed to have companionship and you're supposed to have that intimacy with, you know, the opposite sex, or, you know, the same sex if you're into that. You're supposed to have intimacy with other people. So when you're not having that for, like, so long, like, it gets hard. Like, the women or the men out there who have been single for so long and they have their standards and they're not wavering on it, that gets hard. That gets lonely, because you're not just going to be around anyone. You're not just going to date anyone. You're strong on them standards and on the qualities that you want for your potential partner. So that's going to be a little tough. It's going to make you, like, test your own faith. Like, you know what? I have faith in God. I have faith that God is going to provide my partner. So I'm not just going to settle for any dusty man. I'm not just going to settle for any hood rat just because, you know, I'm lonely, just because I've been rejecting female after female. I've been rejecting man after man because I feel like they not lining up with the man or the woman I want to be with. Like, that gets kind of hard, you know, but it's the best for you to do, because, you know, if you're sifting and sorting through the people that aren't for you eventually you're gonna come to that person that's perfect for you because you kept your standards high, because you didn't just settle when it was easy to settle. And then just to add to it, like, the dating pool is not that great. Like, I made a video on this like 2 years ago. I don't know if I need to like refresh it, make a part 2, but chivalry is dead. Like, chivalry is dead. Like, the gentleman, the age of the gentleman is gone. Courting has vanished into oblivion. Like any old school way, old fashioned way of being and treating a woman is gone. Ladies too. Ladies have turned into men. Men have turned into women. Everything is effed up. I don't even know what's really going on anymore when it comes to the dating scene. Like, it's just, you know, I stay optimistic and stuff. I know there's great people out there. I know my husband's out there. I don't be tripping. But, like, damn, like, the journey up until him, it's given psych ward. Like, what's going on out here? Like, what's going on out here? For real, like, what is going on out here? Like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on out here. And it can be, like, sometimes a little disheartening or discouraging if after a while you just keep meeting people that are just, like, full of ish. You're kind of like, damn, like, are there any good people left? Like, are there any good people left? Like, that's how it be feeling sometimes. And it's like, girl, I know there are, because I'm one of them, and I know good people, so I know there are other good people out here, but it's just like, men want to be treated like women. Women are thugs. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, it's bad out here, y'all. It's bad out here, but, you know, people are still falling in love and meeting their soulmates every day, so I know not all hope is lost, but, like, man, we need to get it together as a society. Like, we need to. And I know sometimes it can get tedious, like you meeting someone new. Then you gotta get to know someone, a whole brand new person. You gotta get to know some, like, it depends on how you look at it. Because if you look at dating as, like, you know, a positive experience, like, oh, I'm meeting someone new, I'm having a new experience, and your mindset is different. But if you look at it like, oh my gosh, now I gotta, like, explain myself to a whole nother person, now I gotta, like, go through this whole getting to know you process. Like, it really depends on your mindset, because you could think of it in a negative way, like, oh my gosh, this is so, like, tedious and redundant. Or you could look at it like, oh, this is like a fresh new experience. Like, let me let that old stuff go. Like, that was before. That was like the old person. That was my ex. Like, let me look at this person for who they are. This brand new being in my life, you know. It just really depends on how you look at things. But I can definitely, of course, resonate with, like, damn, like, this is annoying. Like, a whole new person all over again. And, like, you know, thinking, like, in the back of your head, you do kind of think, like, okay, how long is this gonna last? Or are they gonna fuck it up? Or what's his problem now? Or maybe it's not right on the, like, surface of your head, but it might low-key somewhere be back there, just kind of doubting, like, the connection before it even, like, connects. Like, you know, sometimes we do that. Like, you just kind of have, like, doubt about it because you've been through, like, negative experiences, especially if you've been through them, like, back to back to back. When you do meet someone, which could potentially be the person for you, you might mess it up thinking that they just like the rest, when it's like, nah, baby, like, this is actually, like, the person for you. Because you're so damaged, or because you think they're like everybody else, you just treating them any old way. And you can't do that. Like, you really have to, when you meet somebody new, you really gotta, like, look at them like a blank canvas, like a brand new individual, because they are. You can't look at them and see the mistakes that someone else made. I mean, be mindful. Don't just be, like, naive and silly. Like I said, be aware of the red flags, but also give that person grace to say, they didn't do anything to me, so let me not treat them like they did. Another thing I do want to touch on real quickly before I finish up my video is sex before commitment. So personally, for myself, currently, I just really feel like I don't want to have sex with somebody until we're in a committed relationship. Like, we don't have to be married, like, but you need to be my man. Like, you need to be my boyfriend, like my actual boyfriend. Like, I don't want to have sex with you while we're just dating, or some talking phase. Girl, I'm grown. I don't want to hear talking. Like, we're dating, we're going on dates, like, you know, we're getting to know each other. I don't want to have sex with you in that phase, even if my body wants to, even if I'm, you know, super sexually attracted to him. Like, I don't want sex to, you know, muddle things or like become the center or like mixing. I just don't want that to be a part of my beginning stages with somebody, when in my mind I'm dating to marry. Like, I'm not just dating to date. And that's what I mean too, saying dating with intention, dating with purpose. Like, what do you want out of dating? I feel like at my age of 29, it's not even just about age. It just be about experience and really just what you want. I just feel like I want to date my husband. Like, I don't want to just date to date. I don't want a hookup situation. Like, I really want to like get married and have a family. Like, I really do. And I don't think people should feel shame to say that. It's like, in this day and age, to say I want to settle down and have a family, like, that's crazy. And it's not. Like, that's beautiful. That's what we should be doing. This whole culture is not it. Like, this like player culture, or it's just not it. Having multiple women, multiple babies, just no. It's just not it. I got this eye cream today for $18, and I'm praying that it's good. I heard it was good, and if it's not, I'm gonna be pissed. Pissed. I just really don't feel comfortable giving my body to somebody who can't even give me commitment. Like, you want to lay down with me, but you don't only want to lay down with me. You still want to lay down with other women. And I just feel like the way energy works, energy transfer during sex, and, you know, soul ties and things like that, that I've previously discussed on my channel, I just feel like I don't want to have sex with somebody who's not my man, like my boyfriend. Like, we're committed, babe. I just don't want to. And like, my sex drive is not even there right now. I don't know what is going with my sex drive lately, but like for a minute, I don't know, maybe like TMI. Yeah, too much info. I don't know, maybe. But like, my sex drive, I've been having like barely any sex drive. Or like, my sex drive would be like super intense for like a month. Like, it'll be super high, and then like it'll be like super low libido for like months. Like, I just won't feel like the extreme desire to have sex. Like, I just don't even be. And maybe it's because like I'm single and I don't have a partner, and I don't have like, and when I say like I'm single, like I'm single. Like, I don't have like a side dude. I don't have like, what's it called, sneaky link. I don't have sneaky link. I don't have no guy that I could call for. I mean, of course I do. Like, not like trying to say like I can probably go down my phone and find some dude, but like I don't have no sneaky link. I don't have no like side dude. I don't have like girl, I'm single. Like, girl, when I tell you I'm single, I'm single. So like, maybe because I'm not getting D, I don't miss the D. I don't fucking know. I don't even care, honestly. But just to say, like, I want to have committed sex. You know, that's all I'm trying to say. The eye cream is feeling nice, y'all. It is feeling nice and smooth. So, y'all, that's pretty much my topic for today. And that is my nighttime routine as well. At the end, I typically would just like kind of brush my eyebrows. Girl, I need the eye cream to work because I just be looking so tired. And I'm not. I be getting good sleep. Lately, I've been getting good sleep. Fresh. I just need like some coconut oil on my lips and I'm good to go. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed the message. Please date with intention and with purpose. Ladies, men, if you have not created that list, make sure you do. Make sure you make equalities of all of the things you want in your partner, and know the things that also are deal breakers to you as well. And when you're going out and you're meeting people out in the world, keep those things in mind so that you don't get caught up with the wrong person, or you date someone who is in misalignment with you, or you get in some toxic ass relationship, especially if you've already been in toxic relationships. Even if you haven't, you just don't need that BS in your life, and that can be avoided if you just stick to your standards. First, you have to identify it. Really, Really ask yourself, what do I want? How do I want to feel in my relationship? What do I want in a partner for real? Like, what do I need? What are some of my needs, you know? Really identify that and then go out in the world and date with purpose and intention. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and put on your notifications so you know when I post. And as always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time, LALA level up.